All right, well, we're starting off at September 14th. And I've decided today I'm just going to send up some backlog that I've had from August. I've got a lot of, vlogs and stories that I haven't really sent up yet. So this is kind of my daily vlog right now. It's only, it's not very long at all. So it'll cut to August, and I'll put the date there so you can see what I'm doing. So I wanted to get those out just so you can see some of my older vlogs, all right. Welcome to the Please Subscribe show. Please subscribe. You have a good day.
I wanna tell you something, baby, before you get up and go. Press the button on the TV screen for the Please Subscribe show. Please subscribe to the Please Subscribe show. Thank you, Linda and Cole.
I wonder if William Shatner's like, I finally made it. You're still looking for Fridays? Oh, I do see it. I do see it.
I knew it was open. Oh my gosh, there's still a GameStop?
Oh, it is a GameStop. Oh, wow. Did not know. They have Xbox Live, Rainbow Extraction, September 16th. It's actually Ubisoft. They're still Ubisoft. Oh my goodness. Right there. Rainbow Six.
Oh,
They're actually now hiring, too.
Too many people. Yeah.
We vote that there's too many people in there. So what about Fridays, though? There's maybe a lot of people on Friday. Oh, well, we got to go in here. Keith's Comics. Right here. Let me see if I can get it outside there, right here.
There's too many people in there, Sue.
I just want to look at it just for a second. If you want to get a hot dog, I just want to look at one. Just one thing. Just one thing. Oh, wow. This one actually does have a title right here. Do you know the story behind that? The guy that wrote it? His name was Finger. So I just want to look at this for 1 second about the hot dogs. Come on. So y'all serve only hot dogs? Only hot dogs? Okay. It's hot dog. Is this hot dog? Have you seen these people right here? Coming through Dallas right here.
Atomic Dog? Oh, I had one like that. Atomic Dog.
Huh. Pretty interesting. Gas station hot dogs? Huh. Yeah, his name's Adam Dietrich. He did a lot of stuff for, I can't think of the name. Adam Dietrich, he did a lot of famous, The Price for Fame. Oh, you're right, it is. We're looking for the park. So this is actually AMC right here. So I think it's Firewheel. We're in Firewheel. They got like an announcement right here. So it's Firewheel. What's it called? Wagon? What's this place called?
Firewheel Wagon? Whatever the heck you want.
We're Firewheel something.
Firewheel.
Oh, it says right here, Firewheel Center. The Firewheel Town Center, AMC, is where we're located. We're gonna show it. Right of this. Linda's weird because 1 minute she's there, the next minute, boom, she's gone. It's just like that. She vanishes sometimes. And this is what it looks like right here. So it's basically, you can kind of see it right here. Big time glare. There we go. Trying to look, there we go. Firewheel Center. don't know if you can see that. That's what the mall looks like right here. So it's an outdoor mall. It's not indoor, it's outdoor. It's like an area. I guess we could argue for centuries if it's really a mall or not. We could say, well, it's not really a mall, but it's an outdoor kind of thing. And that's AMC right here. This is where we're at right here, which is right here. Ooh, and for all you hackers, you can get some credit card numbers right here. There. It's over this way, right over here. I just want to look at the posters only. Then we'll go into Fridays and get you a beer. A 20 years younger Cartwheel? 20 years younger.
Last time I did a cartwheel.
Cartwheel. I thought Space Jam was already a movie. Space Jam is already a movie.
Just like the Wonder Years. Oh, white people.
Oh my gosh, it's a huge movie theater. There's Will Smith and Marilyn Monroe and James Dean. All in the same little area. Right up here. Oh yeah, I think it's Harrison Ford maybe. Benicio del Toro. Yeah, I thought this was already a movie. Space Jam was already a movie,
It's
right?
a new legacy.
I see. Double, yeah. So, Black Widow, we've seen that one before. And the Suicide Squad, right here. This must be, hey, it's that sicko Jared Leto. He owes me money. He's somewhere in here, I think, or maybe they kicked him out.
Oh, that dude.
He's the Joker, or he was the Joker.
Oh, that dude looks strange.
Here. Like,
I won't date a guy that likes horror movies. It's not
Horror
even
movies?
bad.
and you don't want the comic book stripes.
Romantic comedies.
Oh, wait, IMAX is right over here. This is the one I want to look at. That's the one we looked at last time. This is what looks cool right here. It's films to the fullest. Oh, but it's not a movie. This is an advertisement for IMAX. So I thought the movie was called IMAX, but it's actually just an advertisement for the sound system. And that's what, Free Guys?
Somebody said
Or no,
it was
Free
a good
Guy.
movie, but Dustin one time did tell me he thought Ryan Reynolds was cute.
Oh, really?
Trust me, I know. I looked at him like, what?
And then Respect is another good one. And the Suicide Squad. I mean, we're going into this one. It's nice and cool. It's 105 degrees outside right now. Oh, wow. This is a good one. It is true what they say, Mary Kay enriches women's lives. Got a little bit of jam. I'm gonna see if I can get out of it. One little turn right here. And it looks like I got out of the jam. had to go around. This drop is going to Trent. He's in a gray truck, Alasian on the side. So he's some dude, some trucker dude. Alasian on the side, truck says 107. Name's Trent. He's getting some, what is he getting? Panda Express. It's one of these trucks right here, Alasian on the side. Or maybe pronounced Eliasson. Eliasson on the side. 107. There's 102. Oh. Yep. Truck. And he got his Panda Express. Alright, don't want to go that way, so we're going to U-turn the truck. Not the truck, the train. The train stopped on the tracks, so we're gonna move back this way and spin it around right over here. Pretty soon it'll be winter. People like to taste different types of food. That was a Panera Bread. This is Chipotle. That's a Panda. Popeye's Louisiana Kitchen. That one didn't make it through Corona. Believe it or not, Taco Bueno's still around. And then, if you want to taste some really good food that's from the grocery store, just come right over here to Aldi's. Oh, it is a hidden Mickey right here at Panda. That Fidelity sign does not really fit before that field or that meadow. Looks out of place.
Ring doorbell, win a dog.
Someday, you'll find what you're looking for. You'll find what you're looking for. One day, you'll find everything you're looking for. Everything you're looking for. So someone just tried to approach me at 7-Eleven. I just said, hey, listen, as long as you keep 6 feet back, you know, everything's cool. They just kind of walked away. Maybe they wanted this nice pizza from 7-Eleven. Or maybe they wanted some of this green tea from 7-Eleven. I don't know. But as long as they keep their 6 feet, they're good to go. He said, man, you're tripping. And I said, yeah, so is the whole country. I don't really care if you want to say something, as long as you keep the 6 feet, because it's just safer that way. You never know, you know, the Delta variant's supposed to be pretty powerful. Myself a little sip of this green tea from 7-Eleven. Pretty pretty good. Pretty good. It's not too bad. Thought this was kind of cruel a little bit, but God bless our troops, especially our snipers. I have to admit, you know, I mean, Chris Kyle probably did quite a bit of damage during that 40-year Afghan war. I mean, to the, you know, to the country. The rumors were 300 sniper kills. Some say 600. But that's a mean, mean sticker. I mean, Chris Kyle did quite a bit of damage. Looks pretty nice. I take a little time on the sushi though, but it looks pretty good. Okay, so one thing about me, if you don't know, I get a little bit hangry sometimes. So I did get the pizza right from 7-Eleven. Actually, it looks pretty good. And this is kind of what one piece looks like. I had a stack on, well, they actually stack them, but it's from 7-Eleven. And here's the 7-Eleven brand green tea. I get a little hankry sometimes, and anyway. Yeah, they cooked it right this time. I'm in the Southlake area. Try not to talk with my mouth open. But I'm in the Southlake area, and the pizza here, I would say it's about, I don't know, 100 times better, at least at the 7-Eleven. Actually, believe it or not, compared to some of the inner city 7-Elevens, I'd say this pizza tastes something like Pizza Hut. It's pretty good. I'm in Southlake, you know. They run things a little bit different in this area. I would say it's just as good as any, like, you know, Pizza Hut or Domino's or anything. And it's in the Southlake area. Look at it. It's good. It tastes even a little like New York pizza. Pretty good. And usually this pizza, I'm still chewing, but it usually holds me over for at least till, you know, late dinner. It's looking pretty good. We gotta pick up a Halla guys after this and drop off the sushi. Now that is a cute house right there. It's really cute. And they got the sushi. I like the sidewalk. That was really cool. All these houses on this little block are pretty awesome. Really nice. I had to wait a little bit to eat the pizza. So the good news was it wasn't steaming hot when I stuck it in my mouth, where, you know, it burns the roof of your mouth. I hate that. But it was just warm, so it was still pretty good pizza. It was from 7-Eleven, so I was thinking to myself, you know, what are the benefits of having to eat warm pizza rather than like really, really hot pizza? Well, the benefits are you don't burn your mouth, you know, so I'm pretty good with that. So I wasn't gonna vlog that much. I'm gonna Halla guys. We got, I guess, some thumbs down or something for playing basketball, and then I responded to Linda. I was like, you know, don't worry about it. We played basketball. We had a blast. We had fun. People go berserk over that. You know, they see other people having fun, and I guess they just get emotional about it. But you know, any kind of comment's good. So at least it's really, really offensive, and then I usually just remove the comment. But I told Linda not to worry about it, and she was like, why would someone do that? Why would someone give thumbs down for playing basketball? Couldn't figure it out. But I don't know. Maybe we didn't do the layup correct or something. I don't know. Y'all have a good night. Yep. tanks, man. They're like all over the place around here. The one thing I love the most about Food for Friends and doing food delivery, especially on these apps and everything, is I love this statue right here of this, it's like a mother and child. I think on the other side is a father. Yeah, it's a father and a child fishing right there. But anyway, what I was saying was, you never really know where you're going to end up. And that's what I like about it. You know, it's a change of pace every day. So you don't wear down the same, oh, I got a message. You don't wear down the same, track and everything. Well, the next one's about 3 miles yonder. We'll drop off that one and get to the next one after that. So Wendy's was my first job, and everybody knows my grandma told me to go in there and lie about my age because I was 15. I was a skateboarder. She said, go in there in Wendy's and tell them you're 16. So, but Grandma, we have identification because I had a driver's permit. She said, well, just show it to them. Sometimes they don't look. And they actually really hired me. Back in the day, and this is like late 80s, you weren't supposed to hire anyone under 16 for a place like this. Now I think 15-year-olds can work there. Now I think they changed some of the laws.
We'll be leaving in just one moment.
Can I ask you just one real quick question?
All right.
What's the youngest, like teenager type of age that you can work here? What's the youngest age?
16.
Oh, is it 16? Yeah, that's what it was when I was younger. I thought maybe 15-year-olds. So 15-year-olds can't work here.
No, sir.
It's got to be 16 or up? Okay. Well, they answered it. Yeah, it's still, even today, 15-year-olds can't work there. I was 15 years old when I worked at Wendy's. It's a true story. I lied about my age, and they just told me you have to be 16 and up. I mean, obviously, me being 48, I'd be able to work there now. I'd probably be like a manager, but, I think it's cool. At least if you're 16 or up, then you're able to work at Wendy's. That's so funny because if I go back, those checks are probably still around. The Wendy's checks they gave me when I was 15. Wendy's can get a lot of trouble for that. They really thought I was 16. They didn't check the ID, I guess. I don't know. They had to make copies of it, though, because it was a real checks they gave me. Wendy's might want to be a little careful on that. Yeah, it's the guy that when they said they don't know if they would get in trouble or not, if that really happened with a 15-year-old. But I was about to turn 16 anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. But it was funny because he's like, I don't know if they'd get in trouble. They might. I don't know. They said that they wouldn't be able to do it, though. They wouldn't be able to hire a 15-year-old, so I don't know how they pulled it off. They must have, went through some red tape or something to make it happen. I don't know. Still waiting on the food, though. It was funny. Me and the customer service guy at Wendy's were talking about how when we were kids, we kind of in a way treated our parents kind of like our employer kind of thing. You go mow the lawn and you get paid kind of thing. Seinfeld has a joke, though. He's like, I think it was Seinfeld said something like, when you're younger, your parents are kind of like your bank. And then he goes into like a Chase Manhattan or something and asks for a loan. And they're like, hey, get out of here. What am I? Your mom? And look at this car right here. Pretty classic. Oh, that's what I got. Anyway, I don't know. I think that was kind of cool. So every once in a while, I'll talk to the customer service people at some of these restaurants and stuff. It's kind of fun. Ultimately, I was asking that because I have kids. I have 3 kids. And what I believe that you should have kids, If you're an artist, a musician, a filmmaker, go out there and have a kid, Don't be afraid. I mean, you might have to deal with child support laws, but all in all, that's money. And money's not the same as life. Life is beautiful, and children are even more beautiful. And they're the most beautiful thing that a person can have, by far. I'm a believer in that, having children. I think it's a good thing. But you have to deal with certain certain laws, and there's some irritation involved. Child support, I think the child support laws are wrong right now. I don't think they're right. I think they should match about the amount of money that you make. I think if you're under like $30,000 or something like that, I think they should relook at some of those child support laws if you're in poverty. But there's no guarantee that if you're a billionaire that you're even going to be able to have children. There's no guarantee on that. And a lot of poor people do have children. So I don't think having children or having a family has really anything to do with money at all. Money might help, but money can corrupt a lot of things too. It shouldn't be the ultimate goal, but having money and a family, it does probably make things a little easier when it comes to material things, or going to Walt Disney World or something like that. But it's not going to be the defining factor in having the children. That's a God thing, not a money thing. And when I mentioned $30,000, what I was talking about is if you make less than $30,000, then those child support laws should be reviewed. That's what I was trying to say. If you're making like $50,000 or $60,000 or $75,000 a year, then you're not going to have any problems with probably paying child support, at least if you have like 10 kids or, 15 kids. All of it should be looked at. Like, can the person actually afford to pay the $300 extra a month, or the $500 extra a month, or the $700 extra a month, or whatever they're trying to yank out of you, right? Can they afford to do that? And if the answer is no, they can't afford it, or, they'd be out on, the sidewalk, then they should be dismissed for hardship. So I think hardship should be part of the child support loan. Like, for example, I owe student loans, but they have to look at the hardship aspect of everything, And plus, right now they're thinking about doing like free tuition for kids and that are going to college anyway. But I think that they have to kind of balance out and use common sense. Like, if this person pays their child support, would they be at risk of basically being out on the sidewalk, kind of thing? Can they actually afford to do that? And if the answer is no, then they should just use common sense, and dismiss those child support laws, or whatever you want to call them. Those, the government's already in complete debt to everybody else anyway, because most of the deficit is owned back to our own companies, our own self, our own country. So really, to be honest, the whole freaking country is kind of like in debt. It's just crazy right now. And then, it becomes kind of like a danger for certain people. Well, I'll talk to you about it later. I'm at the Speedway again. Kind of see where it says no limits right there. Maybe you can't. But anyway, that's where I'm at. I think one of the major problems, and I feel this way kind of about the film Back to the Future, because Crispin Glover protested that they used his image in the sequels of Back to the Future because he no longer wanted to be a part of the Back to the Future franchise because of its celebration of commercialism. Okay? In the end, the father gets the new car, he writes the new book, he becomes published and all this, and he gets a whole makeover of the house. And to Crispin Glover, that was not success in life. It wasn't about materialism. I thought that was a brilliant move on Crispin Glover's idea. Look, this country gets mad at you if you don't have commercial success. They get mad at people for not walking around with that yacht hat and that blue blazer, as Conan O'Brien says. Everybody that's rich in those 1960 television shows, they come back in this yacht hat, this blue blazer, and I'm driving my yacht, I have all this money.
they get mad at the poor for being poor. I think that's wrong.
I don't think you should get mad at someone for being poor. Like, find a better job. Well, you know, people are out there finding better jobs and then they're dying of corona because that better job killed them. Maybe. You know, possibly. We're in a very different time. And let me tell you something, money and materialism is going to be looked at very differently in the next few years. And I think that if you have a child and you can prove that that child is yours, then you should have the right to see that child without money ever being a part of the picture. That's ultimately what I'm trying to say. Is I think you should have the right to have your family without buying them, without purchasing them. And also, because I'm a Christian and I'm already purchased, money shouldn't be a problem at all. It should never be a factor in family. But it makes people mad when you tell them that. You know why? Because the enemy is making them mad. They want them to be more materialistic, right? And that's the problem. That's the problem with not only Hollywood and storytelling, but it's a problem. You do need materials, but it shouldn't be the basis of family.